Shit talker black. As I said, this is the A for Aleister Crowley. And this is the F for frequency, but it comes in so fast I want you to see. Now watch the F. See how fast it comes in? You can barely see it. Aloma Corp. Because they think we are dead because we have birth certificates.
Hello, initiates, and welcome to Module 1 of the Aloma video training course. I would like to officially welcome you as a member of the team.
Turn it up so you can hear it.
You've joined our organization at perhaps the most exciting point in all long history. Our founders shared a passionate dream to transform this country and eventually the whole world into one cohesive organization. When Lumacorp
To transform the whole world to one organization. The whole world. And then they have the sun behind him. But the sun's going to burn the fuck out of him. So the sun, he's not actually standing in front of the sun. That's what somebody was trying to debunk. Duh. A pink man's not going to stand that close to the sun and they'll burn his ass up.
finishes gaining centralized control of the resources of the planet, and will.
They said they're going to gain control of our resources and our planet. And I want you to see this ugly bitch's face. See, you can tell the ugly mother, you can tell who they are because their faces are like fucking stone, I mean, I won't say that Keanu Reed is actually like higher up in the Illuminati, or that he even will sabotage someone, because his face, well, I don't know now, but I haven't seen him in a while in a movie, but in the Matrix, he doesn't have a face of stone. But the wicked ones, they have a face of stone because they are the actual Martians. And that's why they want to steal all our resources.
We can then organize, distribute, and govern for the benefit of all. After competition at the center eliminated, we'll build a utopia for the people of the world to share based on need and rejoice together in a harmonious new world.
In a harmonious new world. In the word harmonious is the word harm, also arm. That was in something else I saw dealing with the prophet. It had harm there, but I just passed by it.
This presentation is designed to enlighten you about our organization's goals and achievements. As your guide, I will help.
As your God. I thought he said as your guide. He said as your God. But pay attention to his eyes. You see? You see this one? You see that one? It could be makeup. His face could even be not real. The movie, it's not a movie. It's called, I think it's called The Strand. The guy there, he didn't even have a nose. And he had to put... because people kept calling him in the movie, they called him like a plastic face or something, wax face. He had to put a nose on, ears, and a neck, because they're actors, so you never know who this person is, who this person is. This person could be someone you saw in a movie. Now we're seeing him here and they could fix him up. I'm just saying it's plausible. But his eyes, to me, whether they fix his eyes up so that he can look more demonized, or rather they fix his face up so he can look more demonized, the nigga is still a demon.
To answer some basic questions you might have about Lumacorp and familiarize you with the valuable role you play in helping us reach
The valuable role that we play in helping them reach the prime objective. So we actually help them without even knowing that we are helping them reach their prime objective. I do believe in the word prime is the 13, which means the prime objective is to get rid of the 13. China, as many of us as they can, they're going to keep some of us so they can stay living. Now, these niggas are from Mars. And if you watch the V movie or the series, you will see that they could not breathe upon this earth. They had pills, so they can breathe upon the earth. But then they got tired of taking all the medicine. So they came out with something to spray in the air so they will be able to breathe. And when I was younger, it was mosquito spray. The more they sprayed, the more mosquitoes we got. They were only spraying so that they could breathe. And they do the chemtrails so they can breathe. And these things mess with our respiratory system. Our respiratory system, you know. Even some pink people respiratory system. But it doesn't mess with theirs. It helps them to breathe. And that's why they came up with the chemtrails. If you watch the V movie, you can kind of get the gist of that kind of shit.
Take a tour with me.
Yes. Let's take a tour. As we what together? March. Because the nigga is a hardcore, concrete face Martian. I'm going to make it smaller so you can see the whole thing. You see this? This is that looks like a flag, but it's not, but it looks like one. But see, we do the work for them. And that's in the Illuminati. The key codes to the Illuminati. Just Google the key codes to the Illuminati and they will come up. There are 69 codes. And one of the codes is we will get them to do the work for us. You know, because they're the big man. You know, the head nigga in charge. They have all the money. The demons have all the money. They're not going to come out and do no shit like this. So we have to go and work hard for the man so that we can pay our bills, because we don't know how to put our money together and buy our own land. When we buy the land, we cannot buy the land on a loan. We have to buy it cash. See, I told you it was a flag somewhere. Now I'm going to turn it down for a while because I don't like the music, because they also have sounds in their music where they're waking you up, they put you back to sleep. Now right here they're talking about 97. Over here they have 109.76. They're showing you these things. Something else flew by too. I missed that, but they're showing these things too. They're talking to each other. I don't know what it means, but they're talking to each other. See if he's talking. See, that looks like something from Egypt. They're bullshit. They're bullshit. You know, they love their bullshit. They want us. This is George Washington, nasty ass, lying bastard. Oh, and this, there's a book called Trilaterals Over Washington. It kind of talks about this. I think it's that book. If it's not that book, then I was reading a book a long way. Trilaterals Over Washington. The reason they make buildings like this, it is a penis. Because, you know, they're pencil dick motherfuckers. They worship penises. Now, you know, there is someone who can explain all this shit right here. And then there's a brother. He can see inside here. He can see inside here, and he can pull something out and show it to you. See, we're all pieces to the puzzle. I have saying to her about that some brothers, the sisters, they have what all the symbols mean. Then there's someone else who can see shit that's inside shit that we can't see until they show it to us, and then we can see it. Wow. You know, the melanated man is an awesome being. We're very awesome beings. It's just that the non-melanated man, he just wants to keep controlling us and controlling our mind, so we don't know how awesome we are as collective beings. They don't want us to know that.
All people are aware of class. To them, Society is made up of the rich.
No, he said all people. When you say people, we're going back into the Pope. So that's dealing back with religion and will take you back to God and all kind of other stupid shit. That's why he says all people.
The middle, and the poor. The one thing that all three classes don't understand is that the pyramid continues upward. There is a detached hidden capstone made up of an elite board of directors who
Yes,
own and
it is.
manage.
Let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm surprised they don't have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm surprised they don't have 12 there. They have 11.
The three classes below, in essence, become the assets and resources of the Luvacorp.
And on the bottom, you see how big it is? That's us. We hold them motherfuckers up at the top, at the tip. We hold them up. And if we just freeze. Well, all would fall, but the millionaire and man, we don't have a far way too far. We're already on the bottom.
The Luvacorp is divided into various administrative branches, but each branch has the same 5 levels in their hierarchy. We will begin at the bottom, in the initiate category.
Now, it's going to begin at the bottom. I said, we're all at the bottom. See how big it is? We all hold them up. This is like us. We're the workers, whatever. Then this is more so like the businesses. We spend money there. Then they have the politics. We take care of them. They're on welfare. Then they have the court systems. We take care of them. The judges too. They're on welfare. Then you have this. Then you have that. And then up here, you have all the rich motherfucker like the 13 or 14 families. But initiate starts at the bottom. Here you have an internet, technology, and targeted individual, and the word 8. Here you have the supervisors. They are on the wire too. Internet, technology, and targeted individual. Here you have executive manager. They are targeted individuals too, and can become a targeted individual at any time. Then you have the Supreme Council. They have their 3 3s and COUN. They are also a con artist. Then you have the president and CEO of Illuma Corp. This president is not Barack Obama. This president deals with the 13 or 14 families. There would be Illuminati. As I read it at that time, Illuminati. They make their plans or their goals 1,000 years ahead of time. So the president / CEO is present. It's present, and there's the word ID. But notice this does not have targeted individual in it. This does not have targeted individual in it, but it has the 2 3s, and they are supreme. The executive has 2 3s, and there's the word cut, because they can cut your ass to be a targeted individual at any fucking time. But this is the manager. Then the initiate supervisor will be perps. They're on the wire, internet, technology, and the targeted individuals, and their brains cells are being eaten on. But here the executive manager wants to hold also the number 13. He has 1, 2, 3 E's, and he holds the number 13. And so I think this motherfucker is the manager, will be managing the melanated beings. Here is also 13 melanated beings, and there's a 1 and a 1, so you say this is 11. And when you have 11, that is your children. So they're going to target you, see? And then 11, they're going to target your children also. There's way more words in here too. And then down here is just a targeted individual, and they're using internet technology on the targeted individual to EAT his mind. I just want to see these words. Okay, under the 13 motherfuckers, there are 3 more hats for Aleister Crowley. And they have the banking system, the federal whatever, the government, in the military. Wow. But it's one, all these are owned by Noma Corp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see how many they actually have. 6.
Be placed in plain sight at the head of a company or institution in the public sector to carry out the plans delivered from above. Remember, your role is very important. You'll be the face of Lumacorp to the outside world. You are our connection to the masses below.
Yep.
Never speak publicly.
We are the connection to the masses below. Like me, and one that's below.
About your orders or your masters.
The masters.
Now let's look at Lumacorp's 6 administrative branches and their functions.
Yeah, 6 administrative branches and their functions. 6.
Placed in a top position of power among one of the following sectors. In this way, as you are monitored and guided from above, you will decide.
As you are monitored and guided from above. That means you are monitored by the satellite, internet technology. You are guided like a puppet on a string from satellites. But they also use computers. But the satellite is how they do it.
Strategy and introduce programs that further our goals. But that is the secret to Lumacorp's success. Control the head, and you control the body.
You hear that? Control the head, and you control the body. Wow. Banking and business. So this is number 1. Banking and business. So here you have the king and you have United Snakes. There's a lot of other shit in there, but I'm just going to keep it small.
This is potentially Lumacorp's most effective instrument for global control.
You see? He goes and talk about money, but there are the 7s. We, the melanated man, becomes blind when it comes to money. Because we do not know what money is.
Through international banking, we manipulate the fate of all countries. We've introduced many institutions, such as the IMF and WTO, that work in our favor to impoverish disobedient nations. Always remember.
So if you are disobedient, you live in poverty. Like me, I was raising my children. I birthed my own nation. And now I live in poverty.
Debt is a powerful weapon against countries that don't share Lumacorp's vision.
Yep.
Perhaps our greatest achievement in banking is the Federal Reserve System. It is a collection of international banks owned by Lumacorp members and financiers. It was created to form a centralized banking system through the Federal Reserve Act of 1913. An act.
See, the Federal Reserve Act of 1913. I read 1913 somewhere. But it's it's dealing with Prophet Noble Drew. But it's the Federal Reserve Act of 1913. No, Prophet Noble Drew, I think, was 1813. Of 1913. It was not of 1933. It started in 1913. Because they needed to find a way to put the 13 stranders back under their control. And then they came out with the 33. 1933 is when they actually put the shit into existence. After they killed all our leaders, all our teachers, all our nurses and doctors. They just massacred everyone.
There was a deed penned by some of our most esteemed members. Many of you might still assume that the government itself prints and issues the currency. That is not the case. When America needs money, they go to our boys and ask for it. The money is printed, but it is only representative of a loan. Interest accrues on that dollar until it is paid back to the Fed.
IRS.
In fact, the federal taxes paid by the American population go almost entirely to paying off its
See?
debt.
Look at that.
So you see,
This is where our money
derives a
goes.
healthy amount of its operation funding directly from the debt of the public. Needless to say, this is one of our most crucial sources of funding and one of our proudest achievements here at Illumicorp. Through mergers and acquisitions, we have slowly and silently bought up the majority of U.S. industry. Illumicorp and its members
Now you're looking at the DIA.
transport, banking, media, food and communications
Target.
industries in America and abroad.
And the Apple.
Fewer and fewer conglomerates
The Peacock.
are able to affect with great precision the machinations of labor and government.
And they stop right there at that the golden, damn, what are they called? Damn, shit, whatever. But they stop there at the M because they think they are the Mac.
Ultimately, corporations will replace government as a centralized international body that can meet the needs of the public worldwide without the chaos created by national self-interest. When Illumicorp goes public, corporatism will be the foundation for world government. Conglomerates will merge into one cohesive.
When they go public, it will be too late for everyone. I'm going to be dead. They probably won't go public until in maybe 7 to 10 years from now. Then they will go public, but I'll be dead.
Corporation that is responsible only to Illumicorp and the needs of its global employment force.
Military intelligence. No. This really should be number one, but someone has to control them. So how do they control them? Money. You're in the military. I don't care what part of the military you work on. You are accessory to killing babies. And you don't give a fuck. This is military intelligence. So the first one they show, the banking system, the money or whatever, it tells military what the fuck to do, and it's starting to change their genes. They have to take so many tests, so many shots. The military is also like a god, a kick-ass god. And there's the I, and there's the I for your children that join the military. This I right here in the middle of tail and gents is the I that watches everyone. And this is a way to look up Terry. It also has 2 eyes. This is Illuminati too. ILL going that way. But this has 2 eyes too. That's for your children. Without our children, there will be no military. You can say, oh, my dad is there, not my child, but your dad is someone's child. Without us, there will be no military. He just told you that.
Illumicorp's control of the American military is another impressive tool in our possession. We have nurtured these institutions lavishly to serve as the prototype for our global police force. When ready,
See?
our technology and manpower will dominate those who oppose the coming new world order. By utilizing American patriotism, we have
I'm just going to do this little part and then I'm going to stop because I'm getting bored.
fostered the American soldier
Because I'm
philosophy
getting
of peace
bored.
through superior force. When the time is right, we will migrate that mentality towards the belief in a global government.
They're going to migrate your mentality into a belief of a local government. What the fuck is this?
We must protect all people
A
with
plane.
superior force. We have used the American military-industrial complex to build the arsenal necessary to instigate the final cleansing outlined in Illumicorp's great plan. Our primary target will be Islamic nations who will
Primary target is the Islamic nations. I wonder why.
never submit to our Western-centric domination. They also hold much of the remaining oil reserve of the planet. Illumicorp must own that precious resource, as it is crucial in maintaining our
Something else that's a precious resource are our children. Our children are more of a precious resource to them than any mineral that Nature has. Because without us and our children, they would not be shit. He told you that in the beginning.
domination over the countries of the world. Through Illumicorp's enormous federal funding of the military, we can develop new forms of warfare and population reduction. The public can't imagine what we were in the process of developing. So
The public The public can't imagine what they are in the process of developing. You understand that? Do you comprehend that? The public, we cannot imagine what the fuck they're going to do to us. And as I say, I'm getting bored here. So, I'm going to leave you here. And I hope you go and finish watching this, because it does have a lot of information. And then Google key codes to the Illuminati. And if you can, get a hard copy. And just read it. You don't have to know it verbatim unless you want to. That would be a good thing. But just know it. Just know what it is talking about. Because to know what the fuck these people are doing today, and what they have done in the past, and what they're going to do tomorrow, can save your life, and your children's life, and your children's children to come. It is now 26 minutes in. Shit Talker out.